Hi guys, finally back with another Doctor Who review. This is basically season 13 now. Basically a New Year's Day special, but in a way you can kind of say it's episode 1. I guess this will be kinda spoiler free for a few minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes, and then I guess the rest I'll just talk about spoilers. But yeah, basically the story of this episode is kind of set like, I don't know if I should say a year before, when they fought the Daleks like in the previously. Basically it's set like after that when they defeated the Dalek. But then like I guess someone's supposed to take them back to like a secret place. But then like they kind of get taken out, and then they steal the Daleks, the remains of the Dalek, and then I guess they plan to make their own Daleks from this. So basically they become mutated Daleks. But I don't want to get too much into that yet. But yeah, basically they just want them to. This is basically supposed to be like some new type of security because I guess police officers are getting like overwhelmed when whites stuff like that happen. So I guess they wanted to make some kind of new security. So the police force are not getting overwhelmed, and they'll have like these basically Dalek police force with them, which is I guess is a cool idea. But we all know it's gonna backfire. So that's not even a spoiler. Like obviously it's gonna backfire. we've been watching Doctor Who all this time, so obviously when humans do something like this, it always backfires in their face. Yeah. Also, the last time we see the Doctor, she's basically imprisoned. So we kind of get to see what happens with her while she's in prison, and also find out the time, well, basically how long she's been in prison. And also the others, especially Yaz, has been, well, Yaz is the one who's actually been trying to find the Doctor all this time. Because I feel like she kind of grew a huge connection to the Doctor. And I did get like, well, I don't want to discuss like one of the theories that one of my followers like made a video of, but I'll get into that with spoilers because I don't want to say too much about that. And obviously we get Captain Jack returning again, but this time he actually gets to see the Doctor, which is cool. Because the last time we seen Captain Jack, he didn't really get to interact with the Doctor. It's more like well, the Doctor's companions. And when I said his, I meant she. Also, Captain Jack's kind of surprised that it's a she. Yeah, when he first found out, yeah, because he knows a Doctor as a he, but the first time as she. but yeah, but yeah, it was a cool idea to basically make the Daleks like a police force, but it's gonna backfire. We also get to see an actor from Misfits who played as Curtis. I think his name's Leo in this, but yeah, it was cool to see him because the last time I seen him was in like that Dracula show in 2020. Like the first two episodes were fantastic of that show, but the last one kind of ruined everything. Yeah, with what they decided to do. But I'm not gonna spoil that show. Yeah, if you ever decide to watch it, one time. But yeah, I guess Ryan and Graham kind of just moved on with stuff, especially Ryan. But I'll get more into that in spoilers. But when they finally checked up on Yaz, like they was trying to help her out, just because Yaz is the one who's been trying to find the Doctor since she last left them, because they don't even know what happened to her. Like it seems like Ryan and Graham kind of presumed that the Doctor's dead. But yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into that yet. At least for another minute. Then I'm gonna start talking about proper spoilers. Yeah, with what happens in this episode. But yeah, it was definitely a good episode. It definitely brought old vibes back, but then kind of making things better with I guess the new vibes. But there's like one thing that they do at the end that I think some people wanted to happen, but it was sad to see when because I didn't want that to happen. But yeah, I'll talk about it in spoilers, like I said. but yeah, it was definitely a good episode. One of the best in a long time. What was the last awesome episode? Yeah, that was a Parks episode. Yeah, definitely. Then there was an episode after that as well, where we met the other Doctor, and I say this is the best one since that episode. Yeah. But yeah, definitely a great New Year's Day episode. I don't think we're getting any more episodes for a while, and I think we're only gonna get like 8 episodes instead of 12, which kind of sucks, but it's better than nothing. And I wonder if this is the last time we're gonna see these characters, because every 3 years, the Doctor gets new companions, and we'll basically get a new Doctor. So we'll see what happens by the end of the season. But yeah, spoiler warning. I'm gonna start talking about spoilers now. So yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time for spoilers. So I guess we'll start with the Doctor and her situation. So she basically was locked inside some prison for possibly, well, would I say over a decade? I'm not even sure. But we can kind of tell it's been a long time because she has all this writing on the wall for how long she's actually been there. And it was kind of like all over the cell that she's been in. Also, we kind of see other old enemies that she faced in the past also locked up. It was cool to see the Weeping Angels as well. And when she blinked, one tried to attack her, but in prison, so they can't really get through. Yeah, we get to see all type of the creatures that the Doctor's faced in the past, which is cool. I can't really remember the little one. I don't know if that's from the worst. I don't know if that's from the worst episode of this version of the Doctor. I can't really remember where I've seen that little alien from, but yeah, that's a funny scene. But I kind of guess how the Doctor was going to get out of this, and I didn't even know that Captain Jack was even going to be in this episode, but because I was just wishing for him to come back, I had no idea he was going to be in this episode. I was just thinking, like, what if Captain Jack just comes and rescues the Doctor? I literally was just thinking that in my head, and then 5 minutes later, it actually happens, which is funny. Yeah, he finds basically he did something for like it took him 19 years to actually get to the Doctor and get the stuff that he needed to rescue her. However, time works for them. But yeah, he basically helps the Doctor escape and break out of prison, basically, which is awesome. And they get back to the TARDIS, and it's kind of cool, like the dialogue that we get to see with the Doctor and Captain Jack, because this is his first time meeting this version of the Doctor, and it's kind of good that we have Captain Jack back. And this was like the first time we've seen him like a lot, like basically for the whole episode, which is good. Just about the whole episode, because this was a very long episode. Yeah, 71 minutes, I think. Yeah. But yeah, it was finally good to see him interact with the recent Doctor that we've had. Got some good dialogue. We even get to hear him mention wars, being stuck in the parallel universe, which we hadn't heard wars for a long time. The last one we got from Wars was that person who looked like Wars in with the War Doctor and stuff, that storyline. And we got to see David Tennant and Matt Smith, interacting with each other, which was fun. but but that wasn't really Wars. That was just someone who looked like Wars. Yeah. But yeah, that was a cool reference. But yeah, basically they get to Earth while I guess because Graham, Ryan, and Yaz are already finding out about these robots that have been made like over a year, because it was kind of a project from I guess Jack Robinson. I can't really remember if he's seen him before, if it was even in that episode. But yeah, the Curtis actor, well, his name's Leo in this, which I've said before. He's basically the one who designed them and made the technology to make them. But then like he got the funding from Robinson. Like I said, he got the funding from Robinson, but then yeah, I think he kept well. Leo basically kept the creatures, what actually make the Daleks dangerous, and I guess it eventually controls him and takes him to where the other clones have been, that like cloned Daleks, kind of mutated with humans, because they've been like feeding like worker humans and stuff. It just gets a bit weird with that storyline. And then Robinson wants to side with them, and I don't even know what he was even trying to do. Like that already seemed like a dumb idea. Like he was, because basically, to even defeat these Daleks, the Doctor decides to bring like true Daleks to defeat these mutated Daleks, and then afterwards, like the Doctor planned to blow up the ship, but then some of them kind of got spread out. So then, like, I guess the Doctor uses like some old TARDIS, or if we can even call that a proper TARDIS, to trick him inside. But then the Doctor uses a hologram to get him inside, and then that destroys the real Daleks. Or should I say the proper Daleks? I don't know. And then that's kind of how she deals with the threat. And then afterwards, I guess I'll just get to the part where we kind of see the end of the Doctor's fam that we've known for I guess 2 years now. Going into 3, because by the end of this episode, it's basically just Yaz and the Doctor, which kind of sucks because I feel like the three of them kind of make up the whole group, in my opinion. Because I know a lot of people don't really like this whole group together. Like there should be less people, but to me they just worked perfectly together, and kind of made I don't know this Doctor and these people unique. But yeah, it sucks that we're not going to see them together anymore, possibly. And I guess I'll say it now, which I didn't want to say in my non-spoilers. Does Yaz like love, and I mean like proper love, the Doctor? Like she's just like obsessed with the Doctor, but like fallen in love with the Doctor? Because she's truly clinging on to the Doctor compared to the others. Like they want to move on with their lives. And it seems like Ryan and Graham is still gonna have adventures even without the Doctor. They're still gonna be like saving the world and stuff. We kind of see that Ryan's still trying to learn how to ride the bike. And we get to see his mum one last time, which was a nice scene. Yeah. But yeah, I think Yaz. Yeah, because I kind of first heard this from one of my followers that Yaz and the Doctor could have a thing together, but the age gap, like, and there's like a proper age gap compared to like saying their real life ages, but because the Doctor's like over 900 years old, so possibly older. Because it's kind of hard to keep up sometimes, especially after everything that's happened recently with some reveals and stuff like that. So I'm not even sure how old the Doctor is at this point in time. Yeah, might have to look it up or something. With everything that's been revealed, but yeah, just Yaz and the Doctor together, because they're the last ones we get to see. At this point together. Apart from the other two, which sucks. I don't know if we'll get to see him again. Maybe one last time. I just wonder what's gonna happen to Yaz. I'm just happy that the other two got a happy ending, but yeah, I just don't know what they're gonna do with Yaz. I just really hope they don't go in that direction. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, it was definitely a good episode. Already starts off, strong, but I don't know how long we're gonna wait for the next ones. I don't think there's another one next week, so yeah. I'm happy I got to see this episode though. I miss Doctor Who. I guess until then, I could review some of the older episodes from the Ninth Doctor, which I don't know if the Ninth Doctor has returned to Doctor Who, because I've kind of heard stuff about that. And yeah, I'll review all those episodes. The 10th Doctor, maybe after this season has finished, I'll review the 10th Doctor seasons and the 11th Doctor. Sorry for all the coughing. I don't know, that might be next year, and then halfway through the next year, the 12th Doctor. So yeah, then I'll kind of be all caught up, unless I need to review her first season, like season 11. Yeah, but that's my plan, reviewing all of the modern Doctor Who seasons. Yeah, that's my plan. And then someday I'll review the older Doctor Who seasons. Yeah, and then someday make a top 10, top 30 list, like favorite episodes, favorite villains, stuff like that, favorite characters. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.